Greetings, Gamescape viewers. We are taking a closer look at LOB2 and where I'm currently at in the alpha development of this new version of the game. So I want to also resume my career campaign that I had going with my lightweight out of Louisville, Kentucky, Tommy Mean Street McBride. And for this example, he is going to be, for this demo, he's going to be up against a continental level opponent, which I believe is only the second time. So in the previous video, he had fought Izzy Medina in the Philippines. He was behind and then came back for a dramatic knockout win, did Tommy. And then he came back to the States and not on video. In his 26th fight, he defended his U.S. lightweight title. It's his 5th defense against a fellow by the name of Ruben Mills out of Charlotte, and also won that by 9th round knockout. So he's got 2 late round knockouts to his credit here in recent fights. And then that got the attention, I should say, in game terms, that gave him 71 points on his reputation. So he is able to challenge now for a continental title. And so I rolled up several continental level opponents, and I ended up with a fellow that I named Herb Hammett. And these guys are pretty evenly matched. Tommy Mean Street McBride's numbers look like this. Typically, however, I had a good training camp roll, so his Con P physical is actually 7, which makes these guys evenly matched on control. So you see Herb Hammett here, the defending champion, 7'7", defense of 1, power of 6. So this seems to bode well in terms of a high action kind of fight. And looking up, referencing 7 versus 7, they're even. So 10 to 20 is the control range for both. Just like old Legends of Boxing has always been, I'll roll for the blue and red corners and see how they start off. And, McBride's going to start off elusive. And then Hammett is going to start off inside, just barely. He was almost outside. We almost had a chess match here at the beginning. All right. In terms of endurance, this is where McBride has a pretty good advantage, which might explain why he's had 2 late round knockouts leading up to this fight. 23 to 15 is the endurance difference between the challenger and the champion, respectively. Inside and elusive, to start this off, what else do I need to say? Herb Hammett out of Rochester, New York, with a record of 37-5-1, 28 knockouts. The challenger, McBride, 23-1-2 with 19 knockouts. And again, this is for the NABC Continental Lightweight title. All right. In terms of the game, it's in the alpha stage. I feel fairly good about where I'm at this stage. However, everything you see happening here, the mode cards, the charts, it is all subject to change, get renamed, numbers may change, results may come and go. So, just want to put that out there. And let's get this thing started. champion is in charge, in command. On his inside card, 84, the defense die reads 1, so that shifts to the defended column, column D. So that is going to be a hook thrown and ducked by McBride. McBride in control, 91, plus column. That is a stick and move combo from the challenger. Very nice. Control right now is working the way it always has. We have McBride in control. Low roll for Hammett. He's not in control. 80 and 2. His defense is 1, so we're on that column A. Column 1, column A, 80. That is his A punch. That is a straight punch from McBride with a knockdown chance. So we're going to test this chin of 6. 58, 6 by 58 is a 3-point stunner. All right, so here's one of the changes. Actually, that's 2 of the changes because the K chart has changed a little bit. But now this is going to be a stun, in which case McBride in control automatically for the very next segment. But also Hammett's defense would be divided in half. In this case, it doesn't actually change anything because his defense is 1. Half of 1 rounded up is still 1. So and look at that. He rolls a 1 on defense. 25. Long straight punch, and Hammett sees it coming, and this one misses. All right. So I didn't actually get to show off a change, but we could talk about it anyway. All right, and here's Hammett now in control, 44, and that is plus column, or a column. I'm still so used to using the old terminology. There is a body-head combination from the champion, and he needed to get going after being stunned by McBride's power there. Here's McBride coming back answering with another combination, 2-point combination, and the challenger's looking good and sharp here in the opening round, even fighting elusive. Neither fighter in command, so 52 is what I rolled. I messed it up. And this is going to go to the open action table, which is pretty analogous to the old split action chart. 52 normal column. That is juke and move. And then a 2, I don't have that table up right now, but I believe a 2 was along the ropes, is where that action's taking place. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do something with ring positioning, ropes, corner, and center ring with this addition to the game. We'll see. I probably won't. Things get more complicated than I want. Okay, now here's the 20 rule, which, you know, we've had that for a while now in the rule book. So, McBride automatically in control. Defense does not apply, and it didn't apply anyway. 45 in the column A. 1-point straight punch from McBride, and he's having a good round here. So far, the champion has only had that one moment where he got in a good combo. Neither man in control, 91 normal. That's going to give us a missed exchange here. At the bell, neither man can really get through, so there is 5, 6, 7, 8 points and a TKO point on the champion, 2 points for Hammett. So very nice start. Both of these modes cost 2 points, and then the TKO point is going to add a 3rd point to Hammett, so he'll be down to 12 from 15. 2 points off for McBride gets him to 21, extending his advantage a little bit by dishing out some punishment. Now, elusive is one you have to re-roll to maintain each round, and then inside, well, Hammett lost the round, so he's going to think about changing. 14 for McBride is going to put him all the way to pressure mode. So McBride feeling a little strong and cocky there after having a good round. 16 for Hammett is also pressure. Wow. Well, let's see what this does to the action. All right. So maybe Hammett thought he was getting into a feel it out kind of round. Instead, McBride took it to him a little bit. So now he's going to bring it and try to show McBride who's boss. Okay, no advanced mode adjustments going on here. I didn't use those much anyway, as I've talked about. So we just change out, swap out the mode cards, and keep on rolling. No control, 27, and this is now in the brawl column. 27 brawl is going to be a foul check against McBride, who is dirty. Foul chart is the same so far. I will consider making changes there. This is a 1-point marginal foul, so I'm going to put an F1 here. So that counts as a damage point, but it doesn't necessarily count as a scoring point. So we'll see at the end whether that can be the difference in the TKO point or not. So marginal foul there by McBride. As Hammett comes out with a different attitude, McBride in control, 27, column A. Combination, 1-pointer. Hammett coming back, 23. He answers with K9. No, it's just going to be a 2-point uppercut in this case for his B punch. Punch A, punch B. Here's McBride, 48. Column A, 1-point hook. Back and forth action here. Hammett has landed the cleaner punch. Oh, and this time rolls a 20 on control. That's an automatic column A, 52. K6 on a straight punch. His power is 6. This is a K check. I'm going to put a capital S for a big straight punch. Gets through, and we are going to test McBride's chin of 7. 47, thank you. 3-pointer. So, big straight punch from Hammett, and he has answered what McBride did in the first round. He's automatically in control. McBride's defense of 2 becomes 1. .47, 1-point hook. Gets through. Nice follow-up there by Hammett. And now he's having a pretty good round. McBride with a 10 is in control, 54. 2-point jab. Double jab, actually. McBride again, 11-1 on control, 42. K7, he's got 7 on power. This is his A punch, his big straight punch. Is he going to answer back or better? Chin of 6. 40. Nope, it's going to be another 3-pointer. No, that is going to be a 4-point stagger. Wow. 4-point stagger. All right, I'm going to remind myself, I haven't changed the rules for staggers yet. Automatic finisher, segment. And then over here, +1 CTN, and a chin decrease for the current round, which is not going to be much. So it won't apply after the finisher check. So McBride gets a finisher. He's a 0 finisher. The roll is a 15. It's a good one. K6. That's a change. Experimental from what the old chart had. But he does qualify. So this is another K check. On the finisher, drives opponents into the ropes with a combination. So what did I just say? His chin is -1 for the rest of the current rounds. So this is now a chin 5 check. 80, he's all right. He's going to be okay. Chin 5, 80 is a 3-pointer, and then comes the bell. So McBride really turned that around. He was well behind until the final minute. A couple clean jabs, set up a staggering shot, and then a good combination to drive Hammett into the ropes. And the challenger is looking very strong here. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then that foul point at the beginning makes it 12. So it's 11 for scoring purposes, but it is 12 for TKO point purposes. And that is going to be 2 more TKO points registered in this case. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 11-6 the advantage for McBride in that round. And he has pretty clearly won the first 2 rounds and had Hammett in trouble at the end of round 2. Both fighters will roll. Pressure and elusive are the 2 modes that we always roll for to see if they can be maintained. Oh, I roll high for both fighters and they will stay. Both of them will stay in pressure. So pressure has got an endurance cost of 3 now. 4, 5 for Hammett for the 2 TKO points. So he is really getting knocked down on endurance. His endurance is dwindling fast. So that gets him all the way down to 7. McBride is 3 off. No, 4 off. He did take a TKO point. Also, for being staggered there in that round, or stunned, rather. So that gets him down to 18. Things are looking good. So, let's see. That stagger does not carry over. That only applies to the current round, which is over. He recovers between rounds. And we are back at it. Pressure versus pressure for round 3. And Hammett needs to land something big here to get into this fight. It is McBride in control, 32. Double hook. It's only a 2-pointer. Doesn't quite have the power to convert that one to a knockdown chance. Hammett answers 92. That's a good one. Great uppercut and a knockdown chance here. This may be what the champion needed to get into this against a chin of 7. 63. 3-pointer. All right, automatic control and a defensive 1. As Hammett tries to press his advantage with an 82. Yes, he's got that power. Also, this is a big combination. Chin of 7 still. 53. Boy, we're flirting with disaster here a little bit. Another 3-pointer. Hammett on a roll here is landing some heavy leather as McBride's backing up, covering up, trying to survive. 36. 1-point uppercut and cut chance. So McBride's cut rating, it's a 4. And so I look up here and his new range, the way it's expressed now in LOB2. Cut rating 4, he needs an 11 through 20 to be safe. He rolls a 17, he's good. No cut. All right, now here we have both fighters in control. Is this the first time? I'm 2.5 rounds in, and this is the first time we'll go to the new exchange split action chart. So, with both fighters in control, there's this new chart down here in this area, and we are in a brawl matchup at the moment, and I rolled a 12, which is going to be an even exchange, 1-1. As they trade, but neither man lands cleanly. Here's Hammett, the champion, 99. Oh dear. Oh, hey, look at that. There is a there's a defensive shift. We go to column D, and that is going to be a 2-point combination instead with no knockdown chance or stun. So, whew. Good thing McBride had a little defense there. He is getting whooped in this round. And McBride answering back with an 11, column A. 2-point straight punch of his own. "40 seconds remain. Neither man in control. 0-3 brawl. Accidental headbutt, but they're both okay. They shake it off. Nobody's bleeding. Now we're coming to the bell. Hammett rolls a 20. 41. Case 7, but he's a 6 on power. So that's just going to be a 2-point combination. Putting an exclamation point on a very good round for the champion, which he needed. So there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points against. 2 TKO points on the challenger. McBride, for his own part, had 5 points. So he loses that round 12-5. That's 2 TKO points plus pressure. That's 5 points off. Gets him down to 13. 3 points off for Hammett. Gets him down to 4. They were both in pressure. We'll check the modes again. McBride is going to go outside. Hammett is going to be inside. Inside, outside. All right. Here we go to round 4. It's been a pretty entertaining fight so far. Both these guys got some pop. They both like to brawl. So there's been pretty good action. Apparently this NABC title means something. The champion, Hammett, 60, flat 60. That's a good roll. Hook to the body with power. And a chin check. 72, he's okay. Yeah, that's a 3-pointer. So jolting body shot there. Absorbed by McBride. He backs away as Hammett keeps marching forward. Defense cut in half, 95. That's going to be plus column 2-point hook to the body. My goodness. So Hammett all of a sudden going downstairs with wicked effectiveness right here early in round 4. Building on the momentum of what he did there in round 3. McBride is going to answer here, 63, column A. 1-point jab and a cut chance. All right, his cut rating is 9. It's pretty hard to cut this guy, isn't it? So 3 through 20. He's safe. He's all right. No cut for Hammett. But at least McBride does something to feel like he's in the fight. Hammett's going to answer again, 0-6 with an uppercut to the body. Whoops. Let me see here. That's a shift to column D. So that is going to be blocked. McBride was ready for him that time. Able to stop that shot. Hammett continues coming at him though with a 92. He lands another hook to the body. Wow, he is just digging downstairs. Really trying to sap some energy from McBride, who's trying to fight from the outside and not doing it very effectively. Both men have some control here. 95 in the normal column. Power punch. So power 7 or more stuns the opponent. Well, guess what? Hammett is a 6. McBride is a 7. So he qualifies for that. He will win the exchange 3-1 as they stand there and duke it out. Had they been the same, or had they both been 7 or better, it'd be an even exchange 2-2. If neither one had power of 7, which is fairly common, then it'd just be a 1-1 exchange. But in this case, there was a difference, and McBride qualified for it. So that's an auto stun, of course, 3-point punch. Hammett can only defend on a 1. So this is automatic control in column A with a 1-point jab to follow up. And now things are getting a little bit more interesting, but Hammett has still been the more effective of the two overall, aside from that moment. Neither have control here. 77 normal. Missed exchange, they both fire, but neither man can really connect with anything clean enough. And Hammett is going to try to finish strong, 33, but it's in column D. That would have been a cut, possible cut, on an uppercut, but in this case it's blocked. So McBride comes up with some defense in that round to evade a couple shots, but he still loses the round. 5, 6, 7, 8 points for Hammett, and 5. So fairly close in that round. 1 TKO point against McBride. And outside +1 gets him down to 10. And then 2 points off gets Hammett down to 2. So fatigue isn't going to be an issue just yet. Hammett performed really well inside there. McBride is the one that's going to think about adjusting going into round 5. 18. He's going to meet fire with fire. Woo! Inside versus pressure. And that's going to put us in a brawl style matchup for the split action columns. McBride's got a pretty good motor though. He can run on pressure, especially with the new mode costs, for quite a while. So here we are, almost midway through this fight, and it is pretty close. Both men have had their moments. McBride, 0-6, column A. That is a 2-point hook and a cut chance. Hammett is okay. No control here. 67 brawl. Missed exchange. Punches flying. Punches missing. Hammett again, 46. Or Hammett now in charge, 46. Here's that body head combo. Good, savvy, gritty work by the champion. But now McBride, 22, is going to answer in column A. That's a K9. Not a dog, but a K9 check. And it's going to be a 2-point hook. As McBride takes the advantage now, after absorbing a combo, answers with a hook. And, oh, but Hammett rolls a 20 on control, 93. Inside, hook to the body. 2-pointer. We are even here in round 5. After all this back and forth action, this kind of has the feel of like a Gaddy Ward kind of fight at the moment. So, both in control, 0-7 brawl. That's going to be another 1-point exchange. I've rolled low the 2 times we've gone to that exchange action chart. No control, 51. Juke and move. They are along the ropes at the moment. And it is McBride that is pressing the advantage here along the ropes. 49 plus column A. 1-point hook. good stuff. Closely contested round. We are almost dead even. I think McBride's got a slight advantage, and he has control again. 91 in pressure. That's excellent. That is a big uppercut with a chance to really hurt Hammett here. Chin of 6, right? Yep. 71. Man, I've rolled high on these checks. That's a 3-point uppercut at the end of the round to really put a stamp on it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 4, 5. 9 to 5. Whew, goodness gracious. So, whoops. This is a wet erase marker that I'm using here. So that's 1 TKO point. They're even on TKO points. I think they're this is just about even as we go to round 6. I guess McBride probably has a 3-2 advantage if the judges agree with the punch points. That's not usually the case. All right. Going into round 6, we had Hammett in we had McBride in pressure, and Hammett lost the round, so they both roll. McBride now goes inside. Interesting. Thinking he's going to meet him inside, Hammett is going to go pressure. They're going to flip-flop. So this is still going to be a brawl. Let's see, we had 3 points off for both fighters in that round because McBride pressure, Hammett inside, but 1 TKO point, so they're both 3 off. And -1 is where Hammett is. So we'll get into the fatigue, and then 3 off for McBride gets him down to 7. So he's got a couple more rounds left, maybe 3, in which he can really exploit the advantage, conditioning advantage here. All right, so pressure versus inside. What do we need to do? So Hammett is now fatigued, right? So this hasn't changed. This is still the same thing. We are going to reduce Hammett's control range. It's going to shrink to 11 through 20. Or in other words, the CTN is going to increase 1. If that's what you're used to. And his defense of 1 is not going to become 0, so it stays at 1. So no change there. His power drain, his power was 6, so he drops to 4 on power. All right, and that's all for now. Fairly minor. Just the beginning of the fatigue spiral. But he's in pressure mode. McBride in charge, 52, column A. 1-point jab on the inside. Hammett, returning fire, 26. 1-point combination to answer. Hammett again, 99. And defense of 2 shifts it, thankfully. Wow, that is just going to be a 2-point combo. What could have been a very dangerous attack right there. McBride handles it well. Hammett still in charge, 26. Here's another combination. So he's throwing a lot of punches. Hammett is really working hard here. Sensing that he may be behind in this fight. Both in command, 97 in the brawl column. That is way up there. This is a savage flurry. This is one of these new results. The fighter with the greater power, that is going to be McBride. He has a 7-4 advantage due to fatigue. So the fighter with the greater power stuns the opponent, wins the exchange 3-2. Hammett, so they stand there and they trade. It's heavy, exciting action here in the middle of round 6. But it's McBride that comes out with the better of it, has Hammett backing up. And we roll Column A on the inside, automatically. 83 is going to be a 1-point hook to follow up. Good stuff, good stuff. Into the final minute of round 6. McBride, 62, column D, however. Could have been a cut. Instead, Hammett slips to the side, and a big cross misses. Both in control 0-7. That's another low roll. That'll be another 1-point even exchange as they trade there. And we come down to the waning moments of round 6. Both in control, but it's Hammett again rolling a 20 on control. He's done that a bunch in this fight. 86. 2-point uppercut from the champion here at the end of round 6. That may have been enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points for Hammett. And what we got? 3, 4, 5, 6. Both men take a TKO point. Look at that. We are even on TKO points, 5-5. Hammett with a slight advantage in the round, 9-6. Woo, boy. Scoring this thing would not be easy. Now, let's do the math here. So we got pressure, +1, that's 3, is 4 points off. That takes him down to -5. That's going to get him to level 2 fatigue. And then 7 minus 3 is down to 4. Let's go ahead and address that fatigue. Level 2 fatigue is going to be a chin and will deduction. So his chin of 6 becomes 5, his will becomes 4. I'll go ahead and carry over that power change just to keep it visually lined up. And we are going to check modes for both. Pressure for Hammett, and McBride was behind in the round. So McBride with a 10 outside. Interesting. He's really been switching things up. 6 for Hammett is going to be inside, inside, outside again. We've been here before. And off we go into round 7. Hammett, 63. 1-point cross, but a cut chance. It hits just right. McBride's cut range. He has incurred a cut on that one. Let's see. Oh boy. This could be anything. I rolled a 0-3, so not bad. It's a 1-point swelling result around the left eye. So L, a little swelling, and left eye, 1 point on the left eye. So we see some swelling starting to happen around McBride's left eye after that exchange there, or that one landed early in round 7. Now we have McBride rolling a 20, which I believe is the first time in the whole fight. He rolls a 0-2 in column A, K11. So there's a K11 result for you. It doesn't matter between these two, but it's there. 2-point straight punch for McBride, and he has an advantage now in this round early on. McBride still in control, 76. Follows with a jab, 1-pointer. Ooh, McBride again, 68. He's got a pretty good roll here. Follows with a hook. Not landing anything real heavy. Of course, he's fighting from outside, being a little more cautious at the moment. And then Hammett, it does work his way inside. This is going to be column D, however. 10 on column D. So, that's a K11 result. But in this case, it is a 1-point combination on the inside as the champion tries to reestablish his turf there. Both men have some control. 62 normal column. High power, the fighter with the greater power, that is McBride, is going to win this exchange 2-1. Pretty neat. So on this exchange chart, you can see how power and physical and grit and stuff like that is going to, well, you'll see that in time, how that is going to help prop up the brawlers a little bit. All right, here we go. Final minute of round 7. Hammett, 55, column A. One jab. McBride with a reply, 89. 2-point double jab. Take that in your face. And we're at the end here of round 7. McBride with a 20. 71, but it is shifted to column D. 71, column D. Oh boy, that would have been a K4 result. Instead, it's just a 1-point straight punch. Wow, that could have been a huge difference in the fight right there. At any rate, 4 points for the champion. Lackluster round. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9 points for McBride as he has a TKO point advantage now. And that is going to be inside, so that's going to be 3 points off. -8 for Hammett. And 2 points off gets McBride down to 2. So he's stringing this out. We go to round 8. Now, can McBride's liking the outside mode at the moment. That worked pretty well. So let's see if Hammett changes his approach. He is. He's going to go outside. Wow, that's a rarity. Hammett's more of an inside pressure type fighter. Both men going to go outside here in round 8, making this, I believe, our first round of chess match in this fight. Ooh, Hammett with a 20. 69. 1-point hook with the automatic control right there. Hammett again, 52. All right, had he been fresh, this would have been a K-check, but he's no longer fresh. So this is just going to be a 2-point cross. But Hammett is coming on strong here, looking sharp early in round 8, bouncing back from round 7 where he clearly did not have the advantage. Both men have control here. 32, chess. Chess column, tactical edge. Tactical fighter wins this exchange 2-1. Well, they're both physical types. So, use con T for the tiebreaker. But neither one of them are tactical types. So, if equal, it's an even exchange 1-1. I could probably word that better and avoid some questions. But you get the point. Neither one is tactical, so it's just an even exchange 1-1. I rolled a 19 for McBride's control, and Hammett comes up with a 20 again. And that is going to be 26 in column A. 1-point straight punch. And Hammett is off to a good start here midway through round 8. Both control, 87. Chess. Higher power. The fighter with the greater power wins this exchange 2-1. So that is going to go to McBride as he just delivers with a little bit more steam than Hammett can answer with. Ooh, and that's takes control. That kind of spins things around for McBride as the momentum swings. 43, 1-point straight punch he follows with, and he's climbing into this round. Hammett's advantage is starting to dwindle with a minute left to go. Neither control, 66. Chess column, juke and move. So they posture and they're there at center ring. 2 segments remaining. This is Hammett, 83, 1-point hook. That may be enough to secure the round for him. Unless something disastrous happens, he stays in control. Excuse me, 95, column D. And a 2-point hook turns into a 1-point hook. And that's a good round for the champion. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points for Hammett. 4 points for my man. And another TKO point on McBride. They are even, 6 TKO points apiece. We are 3 off for McBride, getting him to -1. And the beginning of his fatigue. Meanwhile, 2 points off for Hammett, gets him at -10. He's at level 3 fatigue. So his control range is going to shrink again. He's at 12 to 20. All right. His power is going to drop again to 3. So he's at 3, 5, and 4 on power, chin, and will. And McBride let's see, McBride is going to drop to a 4 with the power drain. His control range is 11 through 20 now. And his defense that was 2 now goes to 1. So they're both at 1. I'll just go ahead and make that note there. We are in round 9, and this has been back and forth. I don't know who's going to win this thing. It is still very much up in the air. Let's check our, they were both outside. Hammett did well from outside. He'll stay there. McBride will check. 20. I guess we know what that is. Outside versus pressure. This will be normal action. As one man's trying to get in, stay close. The other man's trying to stay away a little bit. Keep his distance. Let's see. They are both in control. 11 and 13. 55. Normal. Physical edge. They are equal. Physical fighter wins the exchange 2 to 1. Use durability for the tiebreaker. That's going to favor McBride. He is the more durable of the two, which in this moment means that he's less concerned, less afraid to get in there and mix it up. So he will win the exchange 2 to 1 based on durability. Interesting result. Hopefully, I think I like it. We'll see if it survives to the final version of the game. Had they been equal on both being physical and type, and their durabilities were also equal, then this just would have been an even 1-1 exchange. But in this case, McBride with a slight advantage there in that aspect. McBride now in command, 0-3, throws a heavy hook, 2 points. Back and forth they go, both in control, 31. Normal, even exchange, 1 point apiece. Four on defense. Both in control, 77. Extra grit. Fighter with the greater willpower at this moment. McBride is a 9, and we know Hammett is a 4. Yeah, he's down to a 4 at the moment. So, extra grit, fighter with the greater willpower at this moment wins the exchange 2 to 1. So here is two sort of intangibles, right? Durability and willpower, both in favor of McBride at this late stage of the fight, allows him to win both of those exchanges on the exchange action chart. I think that's pretty cool. Hammett in control with an 80. Column A. His power is 3. This is a K3. Oh dear. Big combination from the champion. McBride's chin is still intact at 7, but he's getting close where fatigue will begin to change that. 46. That's a 3-point stunner. Goodness gracious. Big combination from Hammett. All of a sudden, McBride kind of stunned by that one, backing away. Oh, I don't need to roll for control, do I? I'm just getting excited. And here comes auto control. 0-1 is a 2-point combination to follow. Racking up some big points as Hammett here, as he is determined. He is really gutting it out here, trying to keep his title from this game challenger. 1 minute to go in round 9. Ooh, both in control, barely. 89 in the normal column. On the exchange chart, power punch, power 7, nope. Neither one of them has that power anymore. So neither qualifies. It's a 1-1 exchange. So earlier in the fight, that was an advantage for McBride, but no longer. 40 seconds remain. Hammett, 28. Column D. 1 point straight punch? No, it is dodged. Hammett tries to set that up, can't connect, and we're down to the wire here in round 9. It is McBride stepping it up. 38. Column A. 1 point cross at the end. Interesting. Wow. So here's 6, 7, 8, 9 points for McBride, and here is 3, 6, 8, 9 points. 9-9. Wow. Boy, we could be headed for a draw here. We are going to the 10th and final round of this Continental title challenge. And this thing may just be dead even. I don't know. It's really, really close. All right. Well, let's do some math here. So, 4 points off for McBride. He was in pressure mode. That puts him at -5, and now his chin and will take a hit. 6 and 8, respectively. 6 and 8. His power is 4. And now, let's see. That was 3 points off. So -13 for Hammett does not get him another level of fatigue. But, the round was even. I'm going to roll for both. Well, am I? I mean, both corners have to think that they could be losing this fight. It's just been that close. So, when you got a couple brawlers going down to the wire, what do? You brawl. And it's going to be mutual pressure modes for both. Slight control advantage for McBride, 11-12. 11 through 20 versus 12 through 20. All right, round 10, here we go. Hammett, 50. 2 point straight punch. Excuse me. McBride, 13-10, 0-7. 2 point hook. And a cut chance. Hammett's okay. So this round is even. This fight is presumably even. Both in control. 81 brawl. That is going to be power punch. That's the power of 7 result, and neither one of them has that. So they are just going to trade evenly, 1-1. Too tired at this point to have to have that kind of power. 11 for McBride is enough for control. 10, column A, 2 point straight punch. Gives him the advantage in the round. Ooh, 11 to 8. McBride again, 17. 1 point uppercut. Good stuff. Who wants it? Who wants this belt? This is Hammett, 13 to 10 on control, just barely eking that out. 40 in column A is a K7, so that's just going to be a 2-point combination as Hammett tries to rally here to even this round up. Here's McBride, 98. Aggressive combination. He fires back and reestablishes his advantage in this round with 40 seconds left. This could be for the fight. No control by either man, 25. Up here in the open action, that is a foul check on the blue fighter. Ooh, that's McBride. He's dirty. Oh, and no foul. Incidental contact. They wave that off and they come together, the crowd on their feet, and these two are going to try to decide this right here in the final seconds of round 10. It is Hammett in control, 25. 1-point combination to finish the round and finish the fight. Oh, this is going to be so close. 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Another TKO point. Doesn't matter at this point. We're not tracking fatigue anymore or endurance. 6, 7, 8 points for McBride, giving him a slight edge. Okay, that's the fight. So, I might as well go ahead and score this thing. If you've watched it to this point, then you are probably wondering, like me, what in the world just happened here? Who is going to win this thing? Alrighty, we have McBride with a advantage in round 1 of 6 points, so he will get all 3. Judges there. McBride again, 11 to 6, difference of 5. We have to roll for it. Comes up a 1. That's not good. Low, low, and even. Ugh. So, despite a fairly strong round in round 2, McBride doesn't get credit for it. I use a 1-point must system, by the way, with bonus points for knockdowns. There were no knockdowns in this fight, but we were close. Plenty of opportunities. At any rate, let's see, round 3, that is a 7-point advantage for Hammett. Round 4, 3-point advantage for Hammett. 8. He gets all the credit. I don't like how the scoring is going. That was round 4. Round 5, 4-point advantage for my man, McBride. Oh, I rolled low again. Low, low, and high. Good grief. Low, low, and high. McBride is, the judges are not favoring him at all here. All right, that's going to round 6, 3-point advantage for the champion. 13, 3 points, high, high, and favorite. So he's going to get all the credit for round 6. Oh boy, I don't like it. 5-point advantage for McBride in round 7. 9. Is that enough? Yes, he gets all 3 points. Whew, needed that. Round 8. 4-point advantage for Hammett. 6. High, high, and low. That might help a little. High, high, and low. A little bonus point there. All right, that was round 8. Here's round 9. They are dead even in round 9. 20. Oh, that's terrible. Even round goes all 3 points to Hammett. Oh, I hate that. That probably just cost us the fight right there. 2 points in favor of McBride in round 10. Can he get all 3? Ooh, I think he will. High, high, and low. So, it's looking like Hammett's going to get a narrow decision here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 2 on Judge 1's card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3. So we've already lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 5. Unanimous decision. 7-2, 7-3, 6-5. Narrow split decision in favor of Herb Hammett. And still an ABC lightweight champion. Oh boy, he's fortunate. He is very fortunate to have gotten away with that, because McBride really gave him hell at points. But at any rate, so there you go. A look at LOB2 in action with the exchange chart, the open action, the new K checks, that sort of thing. More to come. Talk to you later.